diligence, perseverance, attentiveness, and a just plan. That is what I see as the best way for a king to rule. I have been told that I have improved greatly in my realm management from when I was a boy. How could I not? Valencia is a beautiful kingdom and it deserves wealth and power. The influence of Vela and the ever-charming Duke Hugh Joffrey of Mallorca have driven me to remain diligent in my studies and in my dedication to advancing the good of all the people of Valencia. Hello and welcome, connoisseurs of Crusader Kings 3, friends of the channel and newcomers alike. We are here once again with King Demetrius of València. We had a kind of successful little university visit last time. We did increase our education, but it was mostly our wife coming through for us and not our own skills at the university, but that's fine. You take what you can get. We got and took what we could get and take. It's fine. We are spinning the top up here, and it appears like we got a bit of a war going on. It's a tyranny war there, but then we got the kid here. I think it's got his own problem. It's a rebellion. It's totally a rebellion. Don't think we can offer to. Oh, we can. We will offer to join his war, right? And then we'll just help him with cleanup duty. So let's move our troops to here, and we will just raise our men at arms. We shouldn't need more, and we'll go. Let's go. Let's help out the kid. Even if they land together, even if everything is the worst, we'll still be fine, I think. What do we got on you? You are a stalwart defender. We may pick somebody else, I think, for this job. If we got somebody who can... It's only rivers and straits. I wish he took away the landing penalty. We might as well... I mean, he's got better traits, but we'll just leave it the way it is then. You just crash into them, show them that they can't do nasty things to the husband of our beloved sister. Fugitive? What? Oh, well, that's a thing. You should be imprisoned. You traveling? Okay. Goodbye. If you're leaving, that's fine. We will squash you like the bugs you are, if that's what you require us to do, if you're going to fight us. Be better for everyone if you didn't, but you're probably not bright enough to know that, being mere peasant rabble. There we go. That has solved that problem. And yeah, we're trying to see if we can help to kick out Muslims from this island, because they don't belong there. They do not belong there. We could increase these hunting grounds, which I think we will do. Though I suppose we should be waiting for this to cycle. Yeah, that's a mistake. Let's cancel that. Let's cancel that. Let's keep the money for in case this comes through. Because if this comes through, we want to do this right away, right? We're only looking for a single county here after all. Just one little county. What are you doing? Are you still at war after all this time? Well, I mean, gather all the troops you have together to try to siege this down, and it's not going to matter because he's way ahead of you. Yeah, it's a war that's finally over, I think. They have been at it for quite some time. Oh, so my nephew this night has lost his leg while fighting against Duke Winhendon II. Oh wait, my nephew has lost his leg while training. That's pretty awful, considering he's not that bad. That's fine, but it's not good. Who's getting married? This is my son, who's now wearing a gigantic red beard, is finally getting married to his betrothed, this Anglo-Saxon princess, right? Excellent. The glorious son with his glorious beard. I do want him to stay on my court a little longer, but I was thinking of looking for a job for him, right? Maybe there's probably something in here he can do really well, like Master of the Hunt, maybe. He'd be an excellent Master of the Hunt. The wrong kind of nephew. Well, he would be an excellent Master of the Hunt. So let's get my son in here. He can be the Master of the Hunt. When he does that, it should be free, right? Yes, which means we'll also probably put him on as... We need a caravan master? No good family members for this. But we got the one-legged guy. He'd be fine. The last person we were thinking about placing was the Master of the Horse. I think we might have already placed that. We will have also our son be our bodyguard because it's free. I don't think it makes sense. So you are trying to give us this guy. He is good. He's good. Sure. Why not? He's good. Yeah, I'm happy to take him. Education completed. You're now here. Got a decent diplomacy education. That's a good support for my son. Nice. What's this? Confidence time. Getting close to filling in our second diplomacy tree. Awaited return. So our niece has been returned. She has grown to her womanhood, and she is no longer needed as a hostage. Hopefully this keeps peace between us. Hopefully. Feels like it's taking him longer than it was before. Fine. And yeah, we're real settled in, you know. He has sent our nephew home because he no longer feels a need to keep him as a hostage. That either means he intends to declare war and doesn't want to have to murder the boy, or he's actually legitimately just sending him back. No reason to hostage to our own brother. That doesn't make any sense. Now we probably have enough money that we can do this without worrying about it affecting our cost for the duchy that we're going after. Social manipulation. So this is the old Mayor Rainer who we've never gotten along with. I will mock his insistent whining. Well, technically he's the one who started manipulating us first. A guardian for our second son. Our daughter has learned a language. That's great. What do you want to do? You want to either be a steward or a warrior. Now, I think, interestingly enough, if I do that, I can have your brother educate you. I think it's a pretty good idea. I think that's a great idea. It should basically guarantee a good relationship between them, right? Unless, of course, he's a bully. But I don't think he is. He's a compassionate guy, so... Oh, the populist group has disbanded. Cause problems. There's a peasant rabble here, though. They've got no problem at all. So, Ulba has returned home. Do we have a educator for you? We should find you one. Technically, I would be a good choice. Yeah, let's do it. We'll finish his education ourselves. I mean, we're probably not going to do that good because he's been tossed around so much, but at very least, we should make the attempt. What now? Let's see what's happening. Your war has spilled over into my sister's territory. Ooh, he's a good learner. This is the second time he's gained a major trait. Too bad he's an old man and it's not going to matter because he's not going to make use of it, but still, it's good. Send gift. You're trying to make up for all the anger, right? You're just trying to. We have never been friends, sir, but your money will go to good use. The negotiator. During my afternoon stroll, so he saw a fight, and I'm going to tell them both to break it up. Good. Oof. They actually succeeded in their siege down here, which is probably why they moved to the island, because the siege is not going that fast. Mind you, this siege is going to be the end of the war in the literal sense, but it is going to cause some control damage to these different places, which is too bad. It would be better if you managed your war a little better. To the benign Demetrius, I have prowled through documents both ancient and less certain providence. See it done. All right, you can now go and do work for me. I want you to go back to converting Castellon. 7 years. That's probably a within our lifetime thing. Now we want to go here. We cannot fight this guy. He is too strong. I think even with all of our alliances, he's probably too strong. It is shockingly close, but he's got so much money. Well, when he dies, which shouldn't be too long from now that he's 70, maybe his children will be weaker. Maybe there'll be less unity in the realm. Mind you, he only holds a single duchy, so that makes it... Oh, no, that could break him up. That could cause internal problems. So we shall wait. Now that we've paid for it, though, we don't have to save this money, and we can do some development. Valencia could increase the stables or the walls. Walls are a good choice because they bring in money. We've got hillside farms, which would be 0.2. We've got shipyards, which would be 0.2. We've got stables, which don't give us money, but are useful. We got the walls, which is 1.5, but also make the defenses here much stronger. By much stronger, I mean 1 stronger. I'd really prefer to keep pushing development everywhere I can. I could just wait. It is a lot, though. Yes, or I could push development in one of my other provinces by getting this trade port up. Sure, that's what we'll do. Isn't it beautiful, Master Vela? My liege, what do you mean? The new docks here in Alicent, aren't they wonderful? Yes, my liege, they will definitely bring more wealth and development to the community. Exactly. Merchants have become the lifeblood of this kingdom, and all of the new people from distant lands coming here, sharing their wares and their way of life, it's just very satisfying. You have been an excellent king, my liege. Thank you. And don't underplay your own contribution, Bella. Your efforts to the development of this land have not gone unnoticed by your king. Gotta turn money into money. shall keep an... No, we will summon the physician. We will immediately tell her that she needs to focus on plague resistance in addition to her other duties. A soft approach is best. Now, she's only in average position, so hopefully she can manage the situation. There hasn't been a major plague since the time of our father. Oh, she got a success. That's good. Now, let's see where this actually is. It's there. Start on the island. And sort of this is the radius. I'm not going to go into seclusion, but I will isolate the capital. We'll do this. It's got to Minorca. I mean, we are in the radius area, so it could be a problem. Let's hold court. Oh, is this the... Yeah, this is the knight who lost his leg. I love looking around here and noticing people that I know really well. Don't know who that is. Don't know who that is. This is, of course, my son and bodyguard, right? This is the bishop. This is my other bodyguard, Mazig, our father's friend that he found on the road. That's a guest. A lot of people really didn't find much that they liked in the Royal Court expansion, and I understand why, but from like, if you're actually trying to get deep into the roleplay, it's nice to actually see the people around. It kind of makes them exist more. Like, this is our sister, Flor. She's unmarried now. Her husband died. She doesn't really need to be remarried. She has children. It was actually her son who lost his leg. He's 2 children, I think, by a first husband, and then... Nope, it's all the same husband. She's not the one then. One of our sisters remarried, but I'm not sure which one it was. Like, their second marriage was matrilineal. All right, sitting on my throne, I gesture for my guards to open the doors of the hall. A stream of people file in, some lining up in front of my throne, while others move out of the way so they can simply observe the proceedings. Gesture for the first in line to approach. I am met by a poor muadi, a vision of humanity and supplication. Glorious king, I am come to plead that you stop the priests that harass Kesselin's people to drive... No, I can't do that. Like, I'm not telling you have to leave, but the state religion is Catholicism, and we will spread it. It's too bad, though. Mayor Rayner approaches me with a straighter posture than usual, visibly eager about what he has to say. My liege, there's much to celebrate under your rule. Please allow me to pay for the expenses for the next feast. Perhaps we can arrange something more agreeable. He wants a favor. I would prefer not to give him a favor. A feast under your name. He agrees to a feast, but I think for a favor, because I did not see how that went. So it was one of the other mayors, right? Did I give a mayor a favor? Not you. Was it you? Doesn't look like it. I keep mistaking Ragnar for Vela, right? Vela, the one who's on the council, and Ragnar, the guy who used to serve my father, but we had some problems with because he complained. He is now sick. Wants a feast in the middle of a plague? I don't know about that. Your Majesty, you know that I served your father very well for many years. Yes, I do, Master Renard. I am well aware of how you served my father. Was that intended as an insult? No, I am well aware that you served my father well, but things have changed, and we cannot deny that there was a conflict between you at the end. It's of no concern. What is it that you want? I wanted to speak to you about having a feast in the middle of a plague. Yes, there was no plague when I planned this trip. Sir, just finish what you have to say. You could wait until it's done, but I feel that it would be a good time to celebrate the institution of your new Valencino culture. Do you not remember why you had a... Never mind. It is an excellent idea, and even though I do not understand your motivation for asking for it or paying for it, once it feels right to do so, I will see it done. My brother-in-law Garcia stands before me, a hopeful expression in his face. My lord, I could not help but notice that in recent times the realm's finances have not been the healthiest. We're doing okay. Of course, you've been administrating them egregiously, but perhaps you might find some use in some extra gold. I am willing to buy a minor settlement off your hand in exchange for a generous sum of gold. So I would... Okay, so he is my knight. If I make him build a city, he's going to become a mayor. I don't know if I want him to be a mayor, but cities are better for us. Where are you trying to put this? Okay, so what we're gonna do here is abort this construction because I am not losing that money. And we're gonna tell him he can build the city that we were gonna build. And if that causes us to lose a knight, it causes us to lose a knight. This is all around exactly what we wanted. He has taken our sister. He should now be a... Nope, that's me. He's still a knight because mayors can be knights, but he is now a Republican vassal, which is cool. To Libya, he's got some experience with the world. This kid does. He spent a long time in a foreign Christian court this is Castile, right? Yeah, in Castile. And of course, he's taken our beloved sister from us, which is fine. It's not great. It means we have to replace her somehow. I mean, do we need a seneschal right now? I mean, we could use a free seneschal. But we don't need a seneschal that we have to pay for is the thing. An average seneschal who's free would be worth... I don't see any family members here. The Stefania, there's many interesting people here, but none of them are related to me. We'll just let this go. I think we've got most of the control done in our territory anyway, right? Yeah, is that the right one? Yeah, it's county control. So all of our main territories are controlled very well. We're going to have a bit of a problem here with, actually, our development is so good that even with a plague, it's still not going down. There's plague here, though, and that's not great. It's causing control decline, like very slow control decline, but it's not pushing our development. Hopefully it doesn't last too much longer. If it spreads into the rest of the county, that would be too bad, but there's not much we can do about that. That was the best deal ever. He literally built the city that I was paying to build. I mean, technically I was building a fort, but this will allow me to hold the island holdings until I decide what to do with them. And he's come along and he's built the city. Good for you. Your son is... Everybody's the right... Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Aragonese, right? Yeah. That's a good deal. Look how much money that gave us back. I think we might use that to... we can't, right? We only have level 2 castles, right? I'm specifically addressing only my own castles when I say that. I know the islands have some level 1 castles, and that maybe our nephew's territory has level 1 castles, but I don't think so. Only the islands have level 1 castles. Yeah, but I'm not up for... Well, I mean, we could increase some of these cities. That is definitely something we will try to do in the future if we make money before this is done, but I think we're still going to keep on what we're most focused on, which is getting the development growth up. So we'll get this level 4 Murex fishery, putting at a whole 0.1, that's influence, 0.8 per month. That's really good. And 95 gold. Yeah, we're going to do that. We are building something here, right? Yeah, we could build walls here. I mean, I was actually going to turn this into a keep and hold it myself, but this is better anyway. This is better. Walls and towers. Yes, could upgrade our walls and towers here. Other choices, we're building something here already, and we're building something there already. What about up here? So you have a level 2 quarry, you have a small hill fort. For other choices here, we could do hillside grazing is good. Right now this place is sort of balanced towards skirmishers, so I could push that either by building the blacksmiths, which will assist anybody. I do like the hillside grazing lands, and it's only good in certain places, but pretty much requires reconsidering the entire place, right? Do spearman damage from the barracks, or we could do blacksmiths. I think we just do the blacksmiths. I think blacksmiths are good, so we'll do blacksmiths up there. Continue our work. Our court grandeur is now at 8, which is what we were hoping for. How is our son doing? Oh, good job, kid. Now all you gotta do is make your wife pregnant a few times. She's cute. We've made so many cute children. Just gained attentive care from our wife. That's good. It should keep us nice and healthy for a few years longer. This is Violent. Infanta Violent. This is Infanta Escaramunda. And of course, Infant Vladimir. Ah, such cute kids. And Vladimir, of course, is beautiful. I mean, handsome. It's the middle trait. It's not the top trait. That is Uliard II, right? Yeah, he was a count in Duke Wenhendon II's domain, and he did not have any children before his death. So his brother has now reunited our brother's holdings. He's a pretty well accomplished kid. One thing about the town maven traits is it makes it a lot easier to have accomplished kids. Gift artifact. Can you give me a rough gemstone? Okay. This is the second time this woman has gifted me an artifact. I don't know who she is and why she wants to, but money is always appreciated. Oh, they just reformed their faction. All right, so there and there. And we still have this peasant rabble who barely even exist. Okay, well, we can only do what we gotta do, right? This does not feel like it's spreading anymore. It doesn't also feel like it's receding. Oh, our counselor has died. This is Mayor Velia. This is one of the guys we were just looking at, right? Oh, he drank himself to death. That's probably because he was sick and was not enjoying his life. We have Duke Hugh Joffrey of Millorca. Excellent. We have Mayor Rayner, who served under our father, but we have no use for. So I'm going to put in our best friend, because that's what we would do. The rest of them can just suck it up. They're not that important. My liege, Master Reynard, how can I help you? I was wondering if you would consider restoring me to the position that your father removed me from. Sir, do you think our relationship is close enough for me to truly take that seriously? But you thought the party you were paying for would change things? You put undue pressure on my father related to a cultural change in a territory that he controlled. And as a result, in order to still the anger of the population, he had to grant that territory to a Muslim count who fomented rebellion against me. Is that not true? It is, but I thought, yes. Sir, there are people in this kingdom who are perfectly suited to be my steward, who I trust far more than you. This guy... We already discovered that we cannot befriend him. We could sway him. But then this mayor, actually, we can befriend that mayor, right? We are not cynical, are we? Nope. And we are not wrathful either. This is a mayor we could befriend. Let's work on this guy for a bit, you know? Make him understand that we don't not appreciate him just because we did not make him a member of the council. Right? We don't have to make everybody we appreciate a member of the council. That's not really how this works. This spot still wants to grow. It's about to... That's not us. This one, we've built nothing there. Okay. Still increasing our Murex there. Still increasing there. So we're getting stuff done, you know? So how's this going? Oh, the old man is still alive, but he's probably not long for the world. He does have attentive care, though. Both of my knights just died. That's not great. So let's find a successor. Okay, we have a successor for the Knights of Landerer. Our successor is awful. There's no one else. He's like 60. He's never going to serve in any realistic way in that position. So we're probably going to replace him from underneath. We will seek a successor here that way. And then to find a successor for this knighthood, we need somebody who... This is Reeve, right? Reeve requires stewardship, I think? So if we look at this, administrator or stewardship of 15. So let's see if we have any of the young ladies that we were helping to mature in our court. Let's see if any of them have grown up. We don't want child, we only want adults. And marital status is unmarried. It said adult. Please? Please adult? We have this mayor. That's our niece. We could use our niece for this job. We have Ava here. She's 43. That is our nun. That is our niece. Oh, we're top realming. We're not courting. And we should also change this to gender so we don't have to sort through. So the ones we can marry are our daughter. I mean, our sister. Okay. Technically, she has a claim to the kingdom and everything else because she's our sister. Our physician can't get married. Our aunt, I think she's had a good life. She doesn't need to be married. Yeah, that's fine. But our sister, I wonder if we can find somebody. Well, we could do it like this, right? We could go prowess, so then we could find the first person on the high list with a good stewardship. There. Matrilineal, come in, please. Thank you. Excellent. And then we just want to, like, underplace him. Whether he likes it or not, he shouldn't be in that position. Not just because we have personal problems, but also because he's way too old. He's like 60. Never. It's a peasant's lot to serve, sir. Okay, so you are right there. Let's just move this back to here. Let's raise all here. We'll go right in. Malingering scent. So you want to sell us scent. Our father did this. They made him very scented for a very long time. Let's do it. Let's do it. It's fine. As long as we get to set the price, right? This war is going to be done in short order. Nice. Enforce demands. You. Okay. Just like our father, we're willing to give you another try. Let's recruit you. See if you can figure it out. Oh, our aunt has died. And she was our court musician. This is like super sad. Just like the last guy, we are going to take away these prison rags because they're annoying. Okay. Disband all. Do we have anybody else that we can make a musician? We don't strictly need a musician. I don't know the degree to which we want to pay for one. Although we could pay our son's wife to do it. I mean, we're not poor. And we are used to having one. Let's do it. Let's keep the position rolling. You know, I don't mind. I don't mind paying a little money for it. Particularly considering my hunt master is currently free. Oh, I was supposed to hold a feast with some of that money. I was supposed to hold a feast. We need to hold a feast. It's going to be expensive too, but that's fine. Oh, I promised that guy a feast. And even though I hate him, I'm not a robber. I didn't intend to rob him. The question I have is, should I stop growing one of these buildings to hold the feast? Like, they're all just so important. This, we could cancel this. I don't know. I don't think so. We could also check when we're going to receive our money from the Pope again, right? Ask for gold. This year, couple of months. We'll wait for the Pope to give us gold. That's how we'll pay for the feast. Hopefully he doesn't get mad before then. Bar the doors. A hurried slapping feet gives me scant warning before the doors burst open and Heraldfur, wild-eyed, barges into the room. My lord, he stammers, dumping an entire armful of parchment missives on my desk. My lord, I have just returned from Aragon. You would not believe the devastation. Death and destruction stalk the land. Thousands lie dead in the street. Sifting through the equally hysterical piles of parchment, I try to make sense of it. Last I had heard, the outbreak had been fairly restricted. Best send some aid whilst the problem is merely nascent. Let's do it. I mean, we're depending on the Pope to have that feast, right? So things are beginning to withdraw. That's good. That's good. Accolade successor has been found. Let us assign him. Good. Hopefully the Pope will give us gold soon. That's weird. Oh, it's October? Yeah, it's October. So it's a couple days still. It's still a couple of days. We're fine. We should actually fix this stuff. And we should also maybe consider a seneschal again. I don't think we have a free one, but we are not poor. Seneschal. Is there an average seneschal in our family? It's just our family is so small right now, right, that we shouldn't really expect to be able to fill these positions that often. Put you into the job. Could also maybe put our son as master of the horse because it will be free. Okay, so now it's up to the Pope. Now it is up to you, Pope. Will you give us gold? You absolutely will give us gold. So we will take your gold, sir. Thank you for saving us and helping us to keep our word, because we forgot that we were supposed to hold a feast for this dude because we don't like him very much, but we did make a promise and we are a man of our word. That is true. Feasts are so expensive now. Put it in here where it's the cheapest. Basic feast. We don't need any of this stuff. And if it was dangerous, we could always cross the water. The honorary guest will be the mayor I'm trying to become friends with. And we will also try to befriend him. Confirm. Start feast. Let's go. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. We have a lovely time ahead of us. Good. Did we not take him off of? You're supposed to be... Oh, you like did it already. Okay. That was fast. It was very fast. So it never reached our capital. That's okay. We will take the diplomacy perk. This is flatterer. We're almost down to friendly council. We've increased his opinion of us through the sway action. Let's kill that sway now. We don't need to do it anymore. We should get lots of opinion from this feast. So everyone has made it to the feast. Our best friend, the mayor, the archbishop, our wife, many others as well. 3 months before the feast actually takes place. We are no longer in seclusion. We no longer need to isolate the capital. The plague is receding. We're good. It never actually reached just here in the capital, so we were supposed to cancel this. Yes, we were supposed to cancel that. Our realm is becoming better organized, and it becomes better organized. We're getting more and more levies, which is good. We might want to spend some of this money on military soon. We didn't build anything here, though, and I feel like maybe hospices or farms and fields. Farms and fields is a lot of money. Yeah, let's do farms and fields. You can have farms and fields. Now we will consider, once all this stuff is built, well, maybe before it's all built, we will now consider investing in some military, because we do need to make sure our neighbors don't suddenly think that we're weak. Another faction has targeted me. Another peasant rabble. We'll fight them off if we must. Valencia is now at 22 development. Feast a cheery gathering. Welcome, friends. Yes, sir. Welcome, friends. So this is our sister Flor. She's currently our tutor and our court chronicler. This is a subject that that fascinates me as well. What is she actually talking about? Court alliances. Yep, for sure. And we're now friends with another one of our sisters. Oh, we were actually well inclined to becoming friends with her too. We should have checked all of our sisters instead of just 2. We have nothing in common with you though. We have a niece and a nephew, a Wenhenden and a Mayor. Children of the Hotfield. They are Normans. Well, one of them's Norman, one of them is Catalan. Feast rumbling stomach. It's taken much of the evening to get myself close to Mayor Freya without making it feel forced. He's looking for a lighter choice. I'll agree. I charm him utterly. We are now friends with the mayor. That's great. Disaster strikes? Oh no. We do not have 140 gold. I guess everyone's gonna have to pitch in. That sucks. But we have the prestige, so it's fine. It's not that bad a thing. We are getting close to exalted among men, which is nice. There's something more jovial than a feast, so we have our 3 selections. This is where I want to be, is a huge stress down we don't need. We're going to mingle with the good folks. There's lots of people here, I think, who will like us, plus gregarious makes us a good choice. a chance to be seen with the great and the good is prestige. But that's not as important to us as mingling and getting people to like us. And now a toast to Mayor Farage, a plea from my blood, caked in the dust of the road and the stink of port sweat Munia as unexpectedly. Do not endanger your truce, uncle. War doesn't come here. No awful war comes to Tutulia, to the hall where I am kept hostage. She presents a missive from Emir Abid Ramin. You have no obligation to aid, says Munia, but my warden has been good to me. He does not deserve to be ruined by Emir Muhammad Boyaz. Okay, who is this? So he is... It's a border raid. I could pay 140 gold. We could get an army together for them. What does a noble fight do? Accolade game. Glory hounds love it. Let's do it. I can manage things from here. That's true. We're sending our best men. We're not going ourselves. We're not exactly the person who commands our army anymore anyway. Who should be commanding this? You're fine. Yeah, he's participating in my feast. Hopefully by the time we get there, the feast will be done and he can join the army. Right, it's only 5 more days. The feast is basically done already. And with that, the feast is done. All right, we will head home. It's been great. We've got great banquet, development in popular opinion, nothing wrong with that. I wonder who will come. We've become an eager reveler and we will finish the feast. Ah, that went good. Eager reveler indeed. Giving us an intrigue and some vassal opinion. Very nice. Traveler experience. Thank God I can go in again. Let's get the right man for the job, doing the job, and let's go. Feast under your name. So we did in fact give Mr. Rayner what he expected. You're 9, but we can't maintain 9, right? I mean, we probably could maintain 9 if we were willing to spend more money. Decent fashion, lavish food. I think I'm willing to do that. I think I am. So we've sent our elite troops now to help out. We don't actually want to cross that bridge if we can help it, since he's down here. Violet comes of age. How did she do? She did okay. Violante, they grow up fast. She only got mayor trainee. That's not bad though. That's 2-2. And she got her fortune builder. And it's nice when you're doing an education that the mayor trait supports, because it's just extra traits, right? She did okay. Good job. Good job, Violante. I wonder if we have any jobs she can do now that she's of age. I bet she probably would have been a good steward if we had waited for her. A royal architect, anybody good at that? Joffrey is, but he's the wrong family. Nope. High almoner? The nun would be good at that. I don't know if I want to pay for it though. Court jester, court poet. Heraldfer could do it, but we don't really need to do that. And he's the only person who's created anything for us. We don't need an expert. All right. I think the only position she would have been good for is seneschal, right? I bet she would have been good for seneschal. Yeah, she's a good seneschal. I'm just gonna burn the prestige. I know he won't like it, but he'll get over it. He will get over it, I assure you. 5 gold over, that's nice. We gotta see these buildings coming in soon too. I'm about to crush his army. Captured this guy, who we will immediately ransom for 30 gold. We are not exactly in this for the money, but we're certainly not going to refuse it either. Accepted. Let's go. Anybody else? 2 prisoners. We got this guy. He is actually quite excellent, but we'll just let him go. And this guy, we will also just let go. Go. You don't need to stay in our prison. Negotiate alliances. We'll do it. Count Wenhenden will do it. His father has died. Yes. Robert died of his wounds. His son is now in charge. Cared for hopefully by both my cousin and his mother, hopefully. Does he have... His mother is his guardian. That makes perfect sense. Who else is there? You won't do it. Our daughter Violet can marry. We can worry about that afterwards. Marvelous news. I should probably sway him a bit, I think, because I may have just upset him. Here we go. It's like one night probably. That's hilarious. You not have the because I got something here. I got siege engines. They're absolutely gonna help you get this done faster. And oh, the buildings are starting to come through. I love it. And lots of people are starting to get their 2nd level traits, which is great too. Building a castle holding, good. Is this the art of rhetoric? But I am bored. I immediately recognize the plaintive voice of my daughter Escalmanda. Even before the rascal is in my sight, the scene that I find before my eyes is quite pitiful. My sister and friend Flor seem to be on the verge of tears, while Escalmanda and Vladimir stare at her with the most unimpressed look I've ever seen on their young faces. When her eyes meet mine, Flor begs, "My lord, please, I'm just trying to explain to your children the fine art of rhetoric as is required by their normal birth. Pay attention, children. You will need this." So I'm going to make both of my children upset with me and give them both 2 points of diplomacy. That seems exactly right. Just too boring, Flor. That doesn't make any sense. I would rather... No, the prowess is not as important to them as the diplomacy is. Not in any way. I get it. I really do. But no. Kids. Come on. Listen to your lessons. It's gonna make you better. It's gonna make your life better. Oh, when did you this kid? Gluttonous. Okay. The good thing is that we're gonna make this siege happen a whole lot sooner. A lot of people are changing their court language to Spanish. I mean to that French Doc Vulgar. What is my court language? The same, because I never changed it after we changed our cultural language. Yeah. It's good for us that it's there though. We're now maintaining 9, which is great. Would we want to maintain 10 by capping everything? I think we would, actually. I think we would. I think we're making enough money at this point that we might as well just cap everything, right? We could have one of the most glorious courts in all the world. Valencia can be famous for its absolutely spectacular glory. Nice. We also gained 75 prestige, which is not a bad thing. So be it. Let's disband all. Up here, everything is going good. We can demand payment from you. Yes, the child will help donate to the... That's a thing we will do. And we needed to find a spouse for our daughter. Oh, some foxes. Bet our son wants us to go on a hunt. That could be interesting. Not marrying your nephew, that's crazy. There really is no worthwhile positional marriages, which makes sense. It's hard to get good positional marriages for a matrilineal marriage. Strictly speaking, we don't need a matrilineal marriage. Oh geez, you married so weird-faced man, and he has given you such weird-faced children. I don't even know. I was thinking of like marrying into your family, but then I looked at them. It's not good. So your son is a co-king. Interesting. I wouldn't mind marrying her into one of the neighboring Muslim houses. The problem is that they multi-marry, and I don't know if that's good for, like, I don't think that we agree with that, right? Like, I don't think it's a thing that we think is right, so that makes it hard to do that. I mean, Godefroy, right? Could marry Prince Hughes. I bet that's an acceptable wedding. Let's do that. That seems about right. Goodbye. You were very briefly my seneschal that I married you to a French prince. Should never have made that guy mad, because if I'd known I was marrying you to a French prince right away, instead of bringing somebody here, I would have just left him in the position. I don't even know if I need a seneschal. You can have the job back. It's fine. I'm sorry I upset you. It was literally unnecessary. What does our control look like? Well, it's pretty good, realistically. Yeah, we're doing, I think, undeniably well. Now that we've got like the level 4 Murex here, I think it's probably time for us to start just building whatever is good. Well, we still got the level 3 trade port to do, right? We can take trade ports all the way up to level 6, I think. 500 gold. We can get a level 4 trade port for 20%. There's the maximum here. Ooh, very good. And we can go all the way to 6. At 7, we will need... No, we basically got all the way to the top, right? Yeah. That's a huge investment. We could also do the stables. I think we'll do the stables. That might have felt like a whim, and it was, but that's fine. I think that's going to be the end of this episode, though. Oh, we're 50 years old. Our kingdom is very nice. We're kind of waiting for this guy to die so we can see if his kids are weaker than he is, so we can take advantage of our alliances to make our small claims up here. Try to remove him from the island. But that is for next time. For now, we're just going to grab Friendly Council. That's going to give us a bunch of extra attribute points that we could definitely use. Look at our... We were not good at this. At the beginning, we were not good at this. We were wondering how we could even hold anything, and now we're very good at it. That's great. We are a very accomplished man. In many ways, we have outdone our father, who was a very accomplished man in his own right. Demetrius, though. It's hard to outdo that guy. All right, thank you for watching. Goodbye for now.